When you're trying to fill a program or enroll a client or otherwise get business and you really need it to happen, there is a problem that sometimes arises for folks when they're trying to clear their neediness before going into a conversation. This is Mark Silver with Heart of Business, and one of the things that we help people with a lot is coming into a healthier relationship with our neediness. It's kind of the heart of one of our main programs, the Heart of Money and Power. And there is a lot of work that we do around helping to quote unquote heal neediness, although it's not really healing it because neediness isn't bad or wrong. The challenge is that can be a longer process to really come into a truly healthy, grounded relationship with neediness. And we have these conversations pop up where you're going to be talking to a potential client, you're going to be trying to enroll a program, and you're needy because you need the money, and that's totally legit. Of course you do. So what do you do with that? What's a short-term patch or fix that can help? I like to invite people, instead of trying to just fix or distance themselves from their neediness, which can sometimes result in this kind of flat affect or this feeling of distance that happens. It's like, I don't need anything and my neediness is gone. And so it can come across as cold and can actually put people off. I don't know if it's worse than the neediness feeling, but it doesn't work. However, what can be powerful is desire. Desire is a beautiful thing, and it operates on a lot of different levels. The Sufi teaching is that there is a yearning in the heart of the divine that caused the entire creation. There's a quote that's attributed to God in the Sufi tradition, in the Islamic tradition, that says, "I was a hidden treasure, and I yearned to be known. And so I created the creation in order to be known." This need, this desire, this yearning to be known started with a yearning, starting with a desire, and all of this creation came out of that yearning. I'm wanting to invite you that while you're doing what you need to do to fill your heart up, so that you don't have that grasping, needy quality when talking to clients, that instead you allow yourself to feel the desire to work with them. And let that be known. I don't want to ever pressure people into working with me. But quite often, when it's true, and I'm talking to a potential client, I'll often say to them, I love our rapport. I think that we're having fun here, and I think that working together would be really fun, and I would actually love to work with you. I would love to support you. I really like what you're up to in business. I love the challenges that you're chewing on. They're really interesting to me, and I'm already kind of like chewing on how to work with them. And I just think that we would really work well together and have a blast. And I'm hoping that you would feel the same. And by expressing that desire, being vulnerable in that way, and of course it opens us up for rejection and, somebody saying, no, it's not the right time, or I'm not quite resonating with that. That is vulnerable. But by not expressing that desire, by not accessing that desire, you do risk either falling into that neediness. I keep making these finger motions that are kind of gross, because that's how it feels. Or you end up with that cold professional distance, and people will be put off by that. So see what you can do next time you have a client coming up, or even just thinking about the last interaction you had. Can you allow the love to fulfill your neediness? And can you really allow yourself to embrace and express the vulnerability of the desire to work with your client? I'd love to hear how this lands for you, and if you have any questions or pushback. I wish the very best to you and your business.